I'm not really sure what the purpose of this is. Not that, I mean this. It's just there, and this AC is gonna freeze me to death. To say that there's some sort of motive or some execute, but I don't think that's really gonna happen. But for some reason even I don't know. I mean, when sitting watching somebody and wondering what they're doing, well, I am spectating myself currently. It's really unethical and weird doing that, but here I am. What's really, when I was starting this, I just thought, we're gonna talk a lot, we're gonna do something, but I'm not really doing it. I'm sitting in silence for some reason. This is really weird thing about melancholy. It's really just a thought process. We give importance to things which really don't matter. But that's what we're designed to do. Even when you're aware, I'm aware of that. I've been aware of this for a really long time. But even if you are aware of it, you really can't do anything about it because, I mean, we're human. What do you want us to do? Would you want us to transcend humanity? That's impossible. Humans can't transcend humanity unless you really alter their frontal lobe and cerebral cortex, or the entirety of their brain to not succumb to love or any pleasure. In matter of fact, I mean, that would make you lose the motive to live, but you would just be this bland being. There's not only one fact to consider, that if you can't feel emotions, you just won't do anything. There's multiple forms and layers to it. For example, if you were to not feel pleasure or emotion, what motive will you have to succumb to executing a task? You can't succumb to love, you can't succumb to friends, then why would you ever succumb to that? It's really, you can't really deviate from that. For that, you would have to really hammer in the cerebral cortex specifically. I think you would have to destroy the area which would control sexual pleasure within itself, because I feel like that's the most holding on part of it. And also the area of the brain which makes you feel intense emotion at one specific time. Because the thing about humans is they're really bad controlling themselves. So in that case, if you were to destroy a part of your brain which regulated long-term emotion and not short-term emotion, then that would be way more just better in general. Because if you destroyed emotion entirely, there would be no motive at all. There would be the motive of self-indulgence, but that would just be self-indulgence, and everything has a reason. Or a development process, because humans develop and absorb. So if you were to create a feelingless human, they would absorb the idea that they need to feel something, so they would create this placebo in their brain to feel something. That's also really possible. So In the end, it can't really be avoided, can it? We're humans and we will always succumb to everything around us. For example, I'm playing with my hair. It's a bad habit, but even while being aware of it, I'm not able to stop. Even when being aware of its futility, because it's embedded in me. Just can't stop it. I could stop it like this, but at some other point, I would come back again. It's really obscure. I'd rather say esoteric topic. I'd say I've never discussed. Actually, I would say that I've never discussed this openly with anybody. I mean, I do discuss it, but it's not really a discussion. It's just me talking and them praising me. Sometimes, maybe a few arguments, but still. I ask myself, what am I striving for? I mean, I know that I wanna have a name, but besides that, what am I striving for when I say I need somebody? Because I mean, I don't really want somebody to just use to indulge in pleasure. I don't want somebody who's unaware of topic, but at the same time, when I find people who are aware of the topic, I just feel uh, violated every single time they beat me or try to beat me, and sometimes when. And even this conversation I'm having in a gentrified notion, it's really just my mouth talking. I mean, what's the point of it? I thought that too, what's the point of talking about it? So when you think about simulation theory, the atom theory enough, you really just realize that there's no point self uh, there's no point in masochism, essentially, because everything's still happening around you, and atoms do consist of other things. It's not just dots everywhere. Some things are sentient. So I also find it weird that my head starts to hurt when I talk about things like these. It's just really, I question whether it's just me not being able to think that hard, or what is it? Because I've never really felt it. I don't think I'm used to being wrong. Seems like I'm too tired to talk about it. It's really weird, but I think anybody will be watching this, but if they are, you've probably left by now. And that's good for me because I have complete control over what I can say, and because no one's watching. I mean, I could say, no, that's not good at least. I mean, if we're here and I'm still sulking on succumbing to stimuli, then I might as well just do something, because while there is a point to self-loathing, there also isn't. So start off with Reddit, I guess. Hmm. Reddit. See if they have any eligible questions and answer them. Okay. Reddit hair. Should I stick with the blonde or black? I can't find that. Let's answer random because I don't really think I'm ready for answering an entire topic. So I feel like if I were just to answer random things, that would be way more digestible for me, if that's understandable. Cake. It's really fucked up cake, but it's still cake. Sun is almost. The question is from Reddit parenting, and the what's the word? OP is square-tastic. Is it normal to be useless as a father? My son's almost 1 year old. At times I feel useless as a father. I can't calm him down. I have trouble putting him to sleep. When I try to play with him, he's happy for a couple of minutes. After that, he gets annoyed with me. I know what to do. I'm helping my wife as much as I can. I try to be a good father, but it's heartbreaking when I try calming him down over 15 minutes when he's screaming his lungs out. I can't, but when my wife comes, he calms him down in a couple of seconds. I know infants have a mommy face, but someone else still have this problem after almost a year. These feelings are normal. You're a parent. It's a really high pressure thing to be a parent. So obviously you're gonna have a really huge emotional phase during that. You can't expect everything to be easy, and you have that time. You have such a big expectation for parenthood, and when it doesn't meet your expectations, it hits you. So yeah, trying to worry about it. Some people develop more slowly, some people develop faster. They have it could be a mommy phase, but it, from reading it, it seems like you're just being too hard on yourself. Just go with that. The parenthood is not easy. You sacrifice a lot to have a child. You sacrifice a lot. So obviously that's gonna happen. You're gonna feel bad about that, but you can't expect it to be easy. But there's no need to worry. Mm. Okay. Relationship advice. Throw Ray. The OP is Throw Ray 01923. My 23 male boyfriend held me 19 female underwater during a bath to prove a point, and I'm still shaking. 19 female, and I've been with my boyfriend 23 male for over a year now. We come from different countries and religion, but we've made it work. I have to mention this. My boyfriend loves turning everything into a competition. We both go to gym, and he's always like, who can do this better? Even at home, always asking who can cook better, clean better, faster, you name it. A week ago, we were relaxing in the bathtub. He asked who I thought would hold underwater the longest. I found it weird and just busted off one of the usual questions. 2, 3 minutes later, he got up as if to get out of the bathtub and suddenly pushed me underwater. He kept me under for what felt like 20 seconds. When he finally let go, he started laughing. Uh, I'm generally healthy, but I have a heart condition that requires daily medication to keep my heart rate normal. Without meds, my heart rate can go up 140 to 50 bpm. Even with the meds, some situations like this can make my heart rate spike 140 and stay between 110 to 120 for the next days. He knows this. He brought up what happened today and said he apologized, which he didn't, and that I should get over it. Trying, he said he was trying to prove a point that I need to work on myself more. That it doesn't make sense to him because he's naturally stronger than me, and no matter how much I can work out, I can't always defend myself against everything successfully. I can't talk to my sister or mother about it. Just ask what I was doing with a bathtub with a guy in the first place. And our friends here, it's only him and me. We've talked about it more than once, and he says if I did this to him, he would have found it funny. I don't know if I just need to loosen up more, but I don't understand how holding me underwater for that long was ever funny in his head. And he's also complaining now about the marks I left on his wrist. Almost faded. I didn't mean to. Suddenly, I swallowed a bit of water and was freaking out, and just wanted him to let go. I apologized for this, but told him it was a natural reaction to what he did. This is just he. I. It's wrong of him, because some people do have weird views of something, but if he's not able to grasp that, you can immediately tell that there's something wrong with him and not you, because it's common sense. If somebody was to hold me under a bath, I don't even talk to people who are well. I understand if people are rough or something reminiscent of that, like if someone punches you weirdly hard on your arm, but it's only because like he's just strong and he just forgets it. That's a different uh, thing. Somebody holding you under a bathtub for 20 seconds is a really serious issue, especially when he knows about your condition and it could even be a fetish of some sort. But yeah, you should probably leave the guy. I get it's difficult because a 1 year relationship is actually it's not a lot. Yeah, it's not that long unless you're living with each other, but you should probably leave the person, because if you're sacrificing your integrity like that for a person like this, then it's really not worth it. Yeah, everybody is saying the same thing. Okay. I'm having birthday photo shoot tomorrow. Which one should I wear? He looks like a really nice guy. I mean, he looks like he doesn't do anything. The poor thing. He has a $200 coffee machine in his house. Like, for fuck's sake, he wouldn't do anything. I feel like subconsciously he would just like the other one. First one is okay. It would be way more efficient to just open. Actually, yeah, it would be way more efficient. Wouldn't it? Screen capture. Okay, so you won't be able to see me like 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what the fuck's going on? There is your screen share. You fucking see that? Right there. There it is. My face is more important than this, so you're gonna see my face more, but there it is. Now I gotta open Safari. A really good one, by the way. Cyclonopedia is a really just book I'm infatuated with, honestly. There's no other word to describe it, but still. Okay. That's obviously derived from Frank Ocean. I'm not a fucking cunt, okay? I thought of doing this actually. Okay, wow, that is. And I should do that. That looks really good. Yeah, good for you. It's a really, really good haircut. Are you fucking kidding me? Humorously mocking. Okay, no, that's just sad. But fuck this. I can't even lie. I just love that hair. If I saw this woman on the street, I swear to God, she'd accuse me for looking at her. Okay, there it is. Free compliments. You look like you're trying to stop Batman by luring him into your low income. Oh, fuck me. You know what this is? I don't have a choice. Honestly, if I went on one of these fights, I'd probably end up killing myself after that, how sensitive I am. You're not. I'd endure it, but if things are personal, it strikes harder for me. Is there anything good here or not? Why is there so much roast? Am I on a roast? You know what? No, this is way too. Okay. What? Let's see. I want to see a bullet. I've never seen a bullet. This is way more not dramatic than I anticipated, but this is. What? This is all such kind of no shit. This bites you. This one. It's all about context, you know. Try to make up for a mistake. What the fuck? You know, this is just absolute bullshit. I came here for like existentialism, not this succumbia crap. Well, let's see if this is No control if you wake up. If you get violated for this, somebody's dying. If one Siamese twin is convicted, strongest at being the strongest, something is not the only way to win at evolution. Chickens, by weight, are 70% of all birds. It's impossible to live in an abandoned building. What the fuck does this mean? This is interesting. I would very much like to know what the fuck he's talking about. Because I would love to live in an abandoned building, so. It's impossible to live in an abandoned. Moderators have reflared this post. It's a shower that's perfectly written, unique, and it's a miniature epiphany that makes the mundane warm. Same goes for dessert. Not dessert, but okay, no. This is just all bullshit. Is someone. There it is. Obviously, the point is that it's impossible to live in a building that's in the state of being abandoned, not that it's impossible to live in a building that's never been abandoned. The point is that state of abandoned. Oh, okay. Okay, where the fuck did Reddit go? I just closed Reddit. This person's good. She can just give a fucking reply, like all of them. It's a bad thing if never broken a major bone. Like it maybe means they're not living life to its fullest. Fine. Never broke a bone. It was an honor, yeah. Oh, 40 years of wearing the badge and I was weak, stupid, small fracture after hitting my bed like an idiot. Bones versus car accident. Bones. Oh, fuck, that's impressive. I mean, that gotta hurt, doesn't it? I mean, that really gotta hurt too, cause what the fuck was that? Nah, I have no life. I have too big of a brain to do dumb stuff. Probably. Actually, no, not I mean, I always refrain from doing stupid stuff. Because what's the point of it, I mean, actually no, I probably have really stupid bones. You just are now, fuck off, don't let the door hit you. Oh, no, same. Okay, what? Ugh. I've made people break their bones, but that's good. 19 male. Let's see. I mean, questionable. What phone is that? Hmm. Okay, let's see. That's a smash, by the way. Let's see. Oh wow. I just abated his value. Fuck. Okay. Roast me? What the fuck am I supposed to roast about? You're the dream. See. A girlfriend of yours, does she know she's your girlfriend? You would know she lives in Canada. They met when his family goes to another school. She does not. The guy is so good. The only thing they can even roast is the fact that he just broke up. That's literally all they can roast. Like, look at this guy. Look at his eyes. Look at that. I mean, the photos he's taking are succumbish. You can't blame someone for succumbing, can you? I mean, this is a nobody is talking about this. This is sort of roastable, but this. I mean, it's not really. If somebody wears a shirt like this, he's really just immune to roasting. Like it's in a Ouija shirt. I don't even think you can find that anywhere. No, it's just stupid. Charge that. Okay. What's that? Okay, that's not gonna be good. That's how we're gonna look at this. Bro is a small arms dealer. All the amateurs went for the low-hanging fruit of masturbation and shit jokes. Okay, what? All the amateurs went for the low-hanging fruit of masturbation or shit jokes. But this one's clearly from a professional. Okay. I'm touched, thank you, PS. Oh, fuck me, that's just it. Okay, nah, this is. Okay, that's just. Yeah, this guy's good. Jokes aside, yeah. Over here, people just do it for the fun of it. You know, if uh, somebody gets offended, they apologize for it. If I'm not all of them, but some. Instagram is just different. No. Don't you have to pick up the moose? Never properly played Red Dead Redemption anyway. Mm. Mm. I don't know. I've never seen any of these. What's that? Roast. Oh, come on, I can't even watch this. Hidden sentence in the lines is I don't care. Why is there so much? No, fuck this. We have better shit to do. This is way better. I can answer anything from this. A good question I can obsessively talk about. That's really good. So if you're asking what's old money, I talked about this previously. Fuck, it's cold over here. Blankets. Anyways, this year, apologies for deviating from my point, but I think old money's style is a big burning piece of shit. You know what I think? I think that if I'm correct, you know, I need to confirm this. I don't know shit. I'll I need to back some things up because I don't just speak, you know, like that. So I just need to confirm one thing, just one thing before I start talking. When was the YSL look developed? That is the question. Okay, he's more than 6 feet tall. Oh yeah, he died a while ago, I think. Okay. Where is okay? So Ives Saint Laurent is really looked at for his semi-formal looks, and I don't just mean the new one. I mean his namesake uh, brand in general. I'm not sure about the quality of Ives Saint Laurent because they're all bought out by conglomerates and all of them have been watered down. I think that they even follow a thing. You know what was it? Yeah, they follow some sort of color gradient for the trends which are predicted. They have this trend predicting software or something. That's so disgusting, but yeah, something like that. I'm getting to the old money point, okay? I'm not a cunt. I know what I'm doing. So, if I'm correct, let me just check out when where this thing came from. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. You fat cunt. Where did money originate from? What? No. Okay, look, old money, new money. In my family, it's just a phrase, you know. Look, old money's been here for a really long time. Okay, I know about that. What we're trying to look for is where it came from because I know what I'm going to talk about, but I just need that point to sort of catalyze the conversation. Originate from style, okay. There it is. Okay, the goal of the old money aesthetic is to look like someone with generational wealth. Some of the inspiration for this looked like Jackie Kennedy, Princess Diana, and the cast of Gossip Girl. This is a way better reference. Yeah, Gossip Girl was huge back then. Even I watched it, for fuck's sake. Gossip Girl cast. Oh my. See, Chase Crawford is a really fucking person. Blake Lively is fine, but Chase Crawford is a really fucking person. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, that's. Wow. What the fuck? It's a really nice picture. Yeah, I really think that thing is correct actually. Look at this cast. It's not old money, I think, but yeah, I think the idea for old money was picked up by this, and it was sort of this. Then they saw celebrities wearing it, inspired from some of the stuff at that time, more formally weird, and then it just people were like, "I want to look rich." So, I remember back then when I heard of the old money. It was a pretty while back. But essentially, in my opinion, old money is just because I've been beating this around the bush for a long time. I'm just gonna say it. Old money is sort of a capitalized version of semi-formal Western wear. I just said it. So that's exactly what it is. Because there's never been old money style. Like you've seen the picture yourself. I don't think you can see this, but look at that picture. Just look at that fucking picture. It's the fucking you know what this is made of. These that's from Zara. These it's some absolutely random fucking top from some random conglomerate which I'm not aware of. But this is the most disgusting wild thing I've ever seen. You know why? It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Because there are people in the world who actually wear this stuff for keeping a low profile. It's so disgusting how these people are just eating and feeding or consuming it. It's just fucking disgusting. I'm not gonna say I don't wear stuff like that. I wear that because that's who I am. I don't even look. I hate looking at trends. In fact, I don't look at what's trending. I do it for research purposes, or just to know what's going on with the shows, designs, etc. But aside from that, I've never taken inspiration from anything. In fact, as I said before, I hate taking inspiration. People I know, they ask me, where do you get your inspiration from? Where do you get this style from? I mean, I can't blame them. I look like a flamboyant balloon, but it's me. I'm not gonna say I didn't get any inspiration ever. I got inspiration from Demna Gvasalia. I got some inspiration from here and there, but every single person I got inspiration from is usually a designer. Most of it is just Demna Gvasalia because I mean he's a really good designer. I think Balenciaga just ruined him, but aside from that, he's a really good and controversial designer. I think he's lovely with his designs and ideas. Some things are questionable, but still, really good designer. Anyways, deviating from that, getting back to old money. As I said before, there's this unoriginality of it. Okay, what does the term old money mean? And what do you think it means? No, it does not mean wearing this absolute bullshit. I mean, this could actually even be something she's actually wearing on purpose to keep a low profile. I don't even know that. I'm judging her for no reason, but old money's become so gentrified. God. Gentrified.
According to Wikipedia, gentrification is the process of changing the character of a neighborhood through the influx of more affluent residents and investment. There is no agreed upon definition of gentrification.
Good. It's become so. It's succumbed to gentrification. Oh, come on, I forgot what I was saying. Look, the point is, is that the idea of old money is that you're actually trying to keep yourself on a low profile, And I think this is due to all that hype beast stuff going on. You're just eating all that shit, and I think people just realized that all of that was just really bad quality. And then they were like, oh, old money, let's get to old money. Then the starters of that, they were actually like, let's actually get some good quality stuff. And then the rest are just sucking on that 43-inch massive penile structure of that thing, which used to actually be a good thing. It's just, there's a limit to which you can ejaculate. You can't just ejaculate forever. After like 7 times, you literally just die. So this is man. He got raped so many times, he just like lost all sense in his groin. But that's exactly what's happening. People have sucked off old money so much that it just lost feeling throughout its whole body. It's nothing now. If I actually made a look, if I actually constructed a look which was like that, and I was like, this means something, I've done it with this purpose, I want this to describe that, I'm going to try to do it in an efficient way while trying to make it clear. There's no other motive. You say, wow, you're so old money. That's not even, I know that was a really weird phrase, but that is exactly how I see them. Like old money, that's exactly how I see them. If I see a person wearing old money, I swear to God, I will shove like 6 toothbrushes into their, like burning toothbrushes. I've given that reference multiple times, but I mean, what's worse than having 6 burning toothbrushes being shoved up your rectum? I mean, you're gonna get, it's a really bad situation which they absolutely deserve. Anyways, that's old money. It used to be about inherited generational wealth, but now it's become a weird trend where people try to look rich even when they're not. And it seems like they're not even rich in their mental state. Meaning that they're stupid succubi. This could be real, but it's not anymore. This one's original. This might be real. This too. This is minimalism. Before this, there was a trend of minimalism as well. I really think old money is derived from that. When rich people were doing minimalism, that's probably when they sucked off with the big fat fucking eel-looking mouths. Look at this thing. Like, look at the glasses she's wearing. Like, are those Dior? Oh, what glasses are those? I mean, people don't just haul out their that. I think it's something, but it's a really good pair of glasses, so you can tell she's rich and not a cunt. So, oh, is that a Birkin? If I am correct, if I'm correct, I think that's a Birkin. I haven't been. No, that's Ralph Lauren. Oh, fuck me. That watch looks nice though. Yeah, that's Ralph Lauren, but you can tell by the pants. Those are some really, really good pants. I mean, those are really good pants. That sweater is definitely not cheap. Yeah. Oh wow, that's a really. That at least has to be a cashmere sweater with some really good cashmere wool blend pants. I mean, I've never felt cashmere. No, that I don't think that's cashmere pants. Wool. It's a more rigid wool. I think probably Bangladeshi, but still. I haven't really felt it before, so I'm not sure what I'm talking about. But you can insinuate that, and that's really good. And even if that bag's from Ralph Lauren, I mean, it's not cheap. So, anyways, let's. At last, we have a good question actually. Fashion reps, anime opening. What's your opinion on free? What's a free person? Stuyvesant for me, I like some of the things in collection, but I also feel like it's a very hit or miss brand. Okay, it's a brand. It's a oh. You know what? No problem. I'll give it just. Okay, let's see. Fuck you. fuck you. Free, free people. Also, is he Miyake perfume good? It seems like it's a really good price as well. Free people. Okay. Mm. That's a really nice pair of boxers over there. No, it's gone. These ones. Ah. Those are really good. Like, I don't think I can't show it because it's female and that would really look weird with YouTube. But mm, we'll have to see. Okay. Oh fuck. That looks sort of really overpriced. Holy shit. $268. There's no way that costs that much. I could buy vintage Amiri for that much. You know how you can tell if a brand is good or not? You have to look at the entire jeans selection and you have to see the materials, okay? If there's one pair of jeans which is for $90 or something reminiscent of that, and the others for $400, 100% they're using the same denim because they can't supply it from different areas. But yeah, free people, really expensive. I would never buy from them ever. I don't buy from stores anyway. Now, stylist. The insanity. What? Okay. Not safe for. Let's see. What's NSFW about that? Okay, wait a minute. Is this appropriate for a first date? I mean, it's your choice what you want to wear, but I mean, it might be a bit too flamboyant. I'm not gonna say promiscuous because like that's just not a term for this, but like you have to cover your breast a bit if it's the first thing. But I don't think it's really. I think OP saw a woman, a fat woman, and thought it was a joke. The only thing going on in this post is people pointing her out that her date will probably keep staring at her. Exactly. I mean, there's nothing about it. I mean, like you can instantly insinuate what's gonna happen, but like aside from that, there's really no problem with that. It depends on the person you like. Over here, it depends on the country basically. Over here, you can't do it, but somewhere else, it's really your choice. It doesn't matter. Like the fact that I instantly insinuated, well, it really makes me question myself. I mean, tired of answering this question. Okay. Oh, come on. I'm not talking about fast fashion or trends, by the way. I've been asking some friends this, and some said they subscribe to fashion magazines or newsletters. Others say they watch female based fashion channels on YouTube, and then they subscribe to fashion brands on Instagram, but I'm really curious. They will remind you to keep up the thumbs and the pulse of female. You have to be interested in it. You know, you can't just force yourself to do that. For me, like I'm really involved in it. I haven't really started my own house or something. That's a really far-fetched idea, at least for now. But when you have interest in it, it automatically comes back to you. You know what I mean is that you're interested in it. You're like, what's going on here? You're just gonna start looking for it yourself. I understand if you're not able to look for the best one. I would say if you want to look at what's happening in fashion in general, is Vogue magazine. Because it's Vogue, you know. I recommend that you look at other websites because what could happen is the thing is that everything's biased, you know. They don't just release anything like that, so it depends on the bias. You know, if there's not one thing on the Vogue website about something, then you can look at another website. For example, the Dior controversy. that easily could have been not posted on Vogue for reasons, and maybe a close relationship between the writers of Vogue and Dior or something, etc. But just have other sources you can confirm information from as well. So with that, you can just keep up with what's going on. And as I said, magazines are old now. You can look at them if you want. Looking at a fresh page is a really good feeling. But internet is a really marvelous and horrible creation at the same time. So I just recommend putting your interest in it. But for me, I feel like have to say this. Like I just stopped. I've watched fashion shows, obviously, but what I used to do is I went on a bender with Louis Vuitton just to watch every single one of their shows, and I did it till 2019 spring summer. So that's 50 shows I wasted my time on. It took me 3 months, but I just stopped watching shows because the thing is you absorb from it. I mean, there's nothing to absorb from Louis Vuitton. I sometimes they just seem bland. I just feel like sometimes people are just looking at this thing which has no reason to be. Not all of the shows, but sometimes it just feels like there's nothing fruitful about that, you know. But you look at a John Galliano show. I mean, no matter what happened with this Hitler thing, but he really, you can't stop looking at his shows. You know, you really can't. What's going on? You know, just can't stop looking at. That's the point I'm trying to make over here.
Instagram takes up too much time. What am I to share?
Oh, okay. This is okay. I need to watch this.
It was how my team and I shave off hours of sales and customer support.
Okay. Anyways, like I mentioned this a few 10 minutes ago that I just hate taking inspiration. You know, I mean, I love taking inspiration, but I love having inspiration, but I hate taking information. If you put me in a room with fabrics, I mean, I would just come up with something right there on the spot. I wouldn't have to look at Pinterest or Instagram. I feel like it just stunts your creativity. Some people would say that, you know, it helps you get more ideas or something. But think about it. If your ideas are just from other people, then what's the point? I mean, I get the idea. Yamamoto had this quote: "Copy, copy, copy, copy until you find yourself in the copy." You know, until you get something sort of unique out of it. It's not a quote on quote, but that's essentially what he said. You can look it up. Just copy until you find yourself in the copy, until it's just unique and it's you. I really do sympathize with that, you know, but I know that I like you can't not learn. Okay, you learn everything. I've said this before, and I quote: "It's scary how we learn." But I mean, you have to stop it as much as possible. You know, learn, but stay true to yourself. You know, you need to know who you are. And for me, I mean, I like multiple things. You know, I really love formals. I love streetwear a lot. I love multiple things. You could say I love everything, but the what the thing that differentiates all of that and puts a line between that and me is that I just want to go against the industry. You know, their weird means of capitalism, and I get it. You want to make money, but you're just profiting off something which is morally unethical. So I just want to go against that. You know, it's stressing. I want to be true. I'm going to do it on stage in front of everybody. That's who I am. You know. But yeah, I have to say, Danna Guasalia just did 80% of the inspiration thing for me. Rest was like, you know, this was mostly me. I mean, I learned the realism aspect over time, especially from Kerala Christian. Kerala Christian Pole was a really monumental part of that. But I have to say, this was me as well. You know? I left this in the rain for it to die, drown in it. So that's why it has this really. You can't find this finish anywhere else. You know, it's a really weirdly special finish. And I love this jacket more than my children. So, and I really wanna have one. Anyways, that questions. Long answered. Mm. Anytime I go to higher end restaurants and cocktail lounges, I see women wearing high waisted pants or jeans with crop tops and men wearing button up shirts and shorts. I get the weather's still warm, but here, why is this a thing? Some people just don't care, maybe it's a coincidence. It's like dressing up and I still do it, but it would be nice to have a few places to go where it was a thing. Yeah, that is. This is very true. It's really hard to find a place where you can go. Australia balls everyone in black tie and ball gowns. Oh, ugh, I wish I could go. Oh, wow. Shooting opera and ballet were a thing, but after a few times, people realized people dressed really casually. Doesn't matter what people think about you. I don't know why people don't dress up anymore, though. Maybe it's a more casual thing. I think that back then, balls and gowns were more of a formal thing, like a more casual thing, and now that's just been replaced by jeans and tops, maybe. That could be a symptom, or that reason you're talking about. And fashion has changed, moderators. And by the way, yes, Zara is fast fashion. If you buy from there, you're dead to me. Diet was looking for affiliate partners. The fuck are you talking about? I don't understand what this is about. Fashion style subreddit is post one. Is Ed Hardy clothing? I know who he is. Ugh. Why does today's quality? Ooh, very good question from the OP Bree Web 709. I have no relation with her, but I'm just gonna answer the question still. Okay. Question was, why does today's clothing quality suck? What brands would you recommend? I'm feeling really frustrated about the state of my closet. To be clear, I try conscious on spending my money. 98% of my closet comes from sustainable and ethical brands. But I'm still finding that clothing's not lasting. Mostly clothes are priced well above $100, but I'm still finding loose threads, poor craftsmanship, and bad materials. For instance, I have a white tank from the Line by K. Okay. Let's just see what's happening and what is the Line by K, because we need to be able to generalize this. Line by K. Okay, the Line by K just looks like a cunt shop. I can't even. Oh fuck. Who's paying for this? This looks like absolute garbage. I feel like half of their money just went into the website. That's how shit it looks. Okay. You can just try to see the top. I understand. You paid $100 for this? Fuck. Over here, Emporio Armani shirts probably cost that much, $100. Because nobody can afford it here, but people who can really go out. But Armani's fucked anyway. Now let's go on. For instance, I have a white tank from the Line by K that retails for $75 and is completely stretched out. I've worn it 10 times, follow the wash instruction, but it's so stretched out, one of my boobs falls out of it. What? No, but Which one is she talking about? Probably that. Okay. Reformation pants have so many loose threads. Artesia is super heterogeneous for moving forward instead of just feeding into a brand's ethos. I'm going through material composition with a fine tooth comb. Acha, what is that? I'm going through the material composition with a fine. What does that mean? What are brands are reasonably priced but have amazing? The thing about brands is, okay, look, let me just give you a brief run on fashion history. Okay, it's a really fast one. Again, the question was why does today's clothing quality suck and what brands would you recommend? Uh, Essentially, back then brands were known for nothing but their quality. Okay, this was after the Belle Epoque. No, this was during the Belle Epoque period. I think I mentioned this in one of my last streams. They had what's the word? They only put tags on their clothing just so that their names would be known and so that people could know that it's their clothing. That's the only reason. There's no marketing stunt, etc. They just wanted people to know that the quality clothing belonged to them and nobody else was just stealing it. Now that has transformed, after the 1920s, in the post-war revolution and the industrial revolution. Both of those things, they sort of had this really big incestual fuck session, and then they gave birth to our modern state of capitalism. Some people don't understand what modern capitalism means. Some of them, most do. So let me just describe it like this. At back then, clothing was expensive, but the cost was justifiable. Now, clothing slowly became cheaper to make. They had to cut costs, but machinery came after the revolution, and they were able to make cheaper articles of clothing. You know. So after that, basically, companies started to make money better after that. Then slowly with time, companies just started to take advantage of the fact that they could produce clothes that cheap. Excuse me. And they would start to make it even more cheaper and shit quality after that. So that is what capitalism means, to sort of get money from something, to capitalize off something. So yeah, that's where the punks came from. They were just like, fuck capitalism, fuck the government. I can't even blame the poor guys. But yeah, that has basically uh, grown up to become our postmodernist capitalism. Postmodernist is the era we are in right now, and that has lots of capitalism in it. So why does clothing suck? Because brands are making it for really cheap prices, and most brands are. I'm not going to say every single one, but most are. A lot of them. You must have heard about the Dior scandal. Google it, find it. But that's why, because it's become easy to make and it's really easy to make bad clothing. Now, what brands would I would recommend not buying from brands at all. I used to love Balenciaga a lot. But I don't think I could buy from them, but I really don't anymore. I love Demna Gvasalia. It's just so complicated, I mean, you don't know what's real and what's not anymore. You don't know if it's an actual statement from the heart or if it's just something made up so that they can just take your money. I just said I love Balenciaga before. I do. I love Demna's work. But I feel like Balenciaga is a corporation which just feeds on Demna. Demna's not able to make his new ideas. I feel like Balenciaga is forcing him to make something which sells. I'm not sure if the materials are up to him. Is there actually a material manager? Is there someone who manages the material? Okay, let's check. Oh fuck. Does a fashion company have a person who manages material? Okay, who's the fashion project managers? Okay. Okay, anyways. Look, I love Demna, okay, but I hate these clothing brands just making things cheap like that. That is really horrible. And if you look at Balenciaga's quality as well, it just breaks apart. So what I would recommend is, firstly, you look for brands which are actually luxury. They're not just known for their name. For example, I wouldn't say AM Leon, ALD. No, definitely not. Maybe just buy a cashmere sweater from a really esteemed private brand. If you buy a leather jacket from Amiri, it's just gonna be a fine leather jacket. But if you buy a leather jacket from a person who separately makes leather jackets by hand, then you are definitely gonna get a good leather jacket. It's gonna be better than what you're paying 10 times from for those brands. I promise you. This one, it's what's the word? This one I bought for probably at the time 8,000. Now it's probably 19,000-20,000 rupees, or $90 to $100, less than that. This one's real leather. I mean, its zips broke, but this is still a really good jacket with Mario Zagnotti lining. Could be more expensive than that, but it's not that expensive. I went to Diesel once. They had a jacket for probably $500 minimum, or $400. It was fake leather, probably. I felt it. It really seemed like fake leather. So don't buy from brands every single time. Buy from, what's even better? You buy from a tailor and you get your clothing tailored, or tailor it yourself. That is the best option I would give you, or even make it yourself. I'm planning to do that. If you make your clothing yourself, your clothing will be 100% pure craftsmanship. I promise you. Because it's not like you're gonna make your clothing cheaper, are you? The best cashmere you buy, the best cashmere does not even cost an insane amount. If you buy an amount of fabric, and brands are charging you what, 20,000. Some do charge 20,000 for cashmere sweaters. You could get a really good patch of cashmere for way less than that. Maybe, I'm not gonna say I know the prices, but you could get it for way less than that, probably, if I'm correct. Just make it yourself and buy from private people who don't have big corporations and feed off capitalism. That's a recommendation I would give. Long one, but trying to find some clothes for my girlfriend as Christmas gift, and I found a website with designs she'd so love. Yeah, you're a really good guy, honestly. Buying stuff for your girlfriend. Let's see. Last print is a woodblock print, Hoji Matsumoto. Okay, what did I do? I guess it's gone. Okay. But yeah, that's the point. If they... Okay. Shut up. What's spoiler? You spoiler? New Jersey, probably. What the fuck am I supposed to do about this? Oh, it's looking for a new moderator. Pulling solid effort posts from our fashion. Fashion dreamer. Am I the asshole for looking for artist fashion? Thinking that looks. This is gonna be fun. You're the asshole to yourself for doing things that's annoying you. Also, slacker and nap and have bad ideas, and someone's paying you. Snack? What? It's a compression shirt. Let's see. Okay, Kill Hunter 777. I want to look like this guy. I've already put on some muscle, though I'm still very far from looking like him. When I wear a compression shirt, I think I look pretty good because it shows off the shape of my body and my muscle. Will that make me look self-centered, narcissistic? What would you guys think if I looked at someone with a compression? It's your choice, you know. It doesn't really, even I myself, I really like compression shirt because I feel like, well, like I'm a really skinny person, but it still conforms to my body so well because I have a small body and I'm able to wear a lot of things with that. So I think that's also a from them now. Well, actually, I don't think so, but it is if you if you're talking about silhouette wise, then yeah, it would be really good actually. Especially it's good with muscles as well. Got banned for this comment. Let's see. So your outfit looks like you just received a letter from your dead wife telling you to head to. That's insane. Uh, I don't know because I can't even like that. He's really that looks exactly like he's on. He wore the exact same jacket as well in Silent Hill. Shouldn't have banned you for that. Upvoted. How many upvotes did you get? Upvote this shit. Come on. Why is men's fashion so boring? I wish men's fashion was able to branch out and experiment more. I hate how boring it is now versus this. What are you talking about? Okay, I think that you're just less exposed. Or not. Actually, wait a minute. This doesn't look like it's from the 70s. It looks pretty recent actually, but okay. Look, men's fashion is still very experimental. It just depends where you live, honestly. The punks were this separate subculture, you know, they were really flamboyant and people hated the punks actually. They had their own subculture, they did drugs, meth, etc. That's why people hated them. But you need to understand that we're in an age of postmodernism, okay? If you shit on a brick, nobody would say anything. People think that art has become horrible or something, but I've heard people say this before, and I actually agree. I think that people have become so good at expressing themselves, they've become so talented that it just seems like everything is very. It's too saturated, you know, it's so good that it's bad at this point. And yes, that does mean that if you're normal, you're going to be viewed as a cunt because you are. Come on, it's not that hard. I'm not even saying that if you are bad if you're normal. You know, if you value a happy life, 9 to 5, you go home, your job doesn't matter to you, you just wanna enjoy. That's fine. You know, I mean, there's nothing to judge about that. But there's a different. It's different when I say normie. You know, when I say normie, I mean cunts who think they are good, but they're actually just mainstream cunts. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being mainstream, but there is a problem with you trying to not be mainstream when you are mainstream. You're just feeding off people who are even more mainstream than you are. That is really fucked up. Okay, it's not cool being mainstream. Individualism is something else. No. But yeah, this you see this really often now. You're probably less exposed. It depends on which country you're from. The comments are going to be really good. Yeah, exactly. Most people seem sort of hostile, trendy, and more fashion-forward looks around here. It's fine since it's all ultimately subjective, but it kind of sucks that I haven't found a community that's more into the hobby of side men's fashion where I can share and engage. Something that I really find compelling and interesting. I say this as somebody who with a pretty vanilla fashion. Yeah, you know, one thing to notice is that people are just calling people out and saying this is mid, that's mid. Like little dads, just calling dads, and I quote made. I hate that word because it's a really modern word. Yeah, I'd say it's a really absorbed word, But they call people like that normies because of that. Normie is a better word for that. I like that more. There is no more big of an insult than being called a normie. Okay, because look, even if you show up naked to a party, there's something appreciable about you. Okay, a normie means that you were the person standing. You weren't even taking out your phone. Actually, you were taking out your phone. You were just taking out your phone. Ooh, naked. That's the person you are if you're a normie. You're not an interesting person. And I'm not talking about what you dress. That doesn't matter. I just really value my dressing because I want to work in art. That's the reason. I love philothe. I love philosophical words. I'm deeply involved in them. I love the world of art. I'm deeply involved in that as well, and that I view reality like that. Maybe it's better than the view than like of like 90% of the people on earth, but that doesn't mean that other people aren't entitled to their views. At least they're special. They have views. Being a normie means that you don't even know you have a view. It means that even if you're not engaged in philosophy, you have to give some sort of answer. Even if I never think about that. I should think about that. That's still an answer. A normie just keeps on doing their shit, just copying mainstream stuff in everything. They're the sort of person to order the most popular drink because people like it. No, it's just for no reason. They're just like, what's the most popular drink? I just order that because of this. They have no logical reason for it. They do it. There's no coincidence. They just do it. It's such a describable person, but at the same time, it's like if you order the most popular drink for fun, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just something which I can't describe. Being a normie. It's really something about that. What's the word? Yeah, I'd say that. Normal person is just somebody who's influenced by stupid trends and is unaware. That's exactly what it is. Well, better fashion styling. I need to take up this. The brief intervention. I need to take up this. You see how well my face was showing this whole time. Good, you can see my face. That's really good. I'm gonna stop the stream. I'm just gonna. How do you close the microphone?